This is somebody who's been in Congress for 26 years, who put 7 of the most powerful Washington lobbyists in charge of his campaign. And now he tells us that he's the one who's going to take on the Old Boys Network. The Old Boys Network. In the McCain campaign, that's called a staff meeting.
Barack Obama just wrapped up a visit to Colorado, one of the states that could decide this presidential election. In fact, some analysts suggest Colorado could be the ultimate swing state this election. Real Clear Politics is an average of the latest polls in the Centennial State. Right now, Obama's leading John McCain by just 0.6%, 47.3 to 46.7. Jennifer Coken is the chairwoman of the Denver Democratic Party, and Dick Wadhams is the chairman of the Colorado State Republican Party. And the polls have been back and forth in Colorado. Let's take a look at the Quinnipiac University polls for the last 3 months. Back in June, Obama led McCain 49 to 44. In July, McCain led Obama 46 to 44. Last month, it was a dead heat. McCain 47, Obama 46. First of all, Jennifer, what do you think will be the deciding factor for Colorado voters, and will it essentially come down to the economy?
Well, I think for everybody across the United States, it is going to come down to the economy, but I don't think that poll accurately reflects what Colorado voters think and feel, because it doesn't take into account newly registered voters, it doesn't take into account young voters with cell phones. So I think when push comes to shove, you're going to see Obama taking the state quite handily.
Dick, it did seem like the Democrats had a huge organization effort during the Democratic convention. How can the Republicans keep up with that?
You know, what's interesting, the Democrats have been pretty cocky and arrogant about Colorado for more than a year, and they put their Democratic National Convention here thinking this would lock Colorado in. And look what's happened. Since the Democratic National Convention, the presidential race in Colorado has actually tightened. I mean, that extravaganza with the styrofoam columns in the background that he spoke in front of had no impact at all.
You know, it wasn't extravaganza, but I know that it pumped a lot of money into your state. You must have been glad about that, right, Dick?
As a conservative Republican, I want all the money the Democrats wanted to spend in our state. You bet. That was a great thing.
Now, Jennifer, a lot of, something like a third, I'm told, of voters in Colorado considers themselves independent. How do you as a party go about trying to reach them and utilize them in this campaign?
Well, we continue with the very fervent ground campaign that we've had. You know, over the last year, you've seen us be more confident because we've taken the State House, we've taken the State Senate, we've taken the governorship. We now have Senator Ken Salazar soon. Congressman Mark Udall will be joining him. And we've got a very fervent door-to-door campaign. That's how we reach voters. That's how we've always reached our voters, door-to-door, one at a time, making sure they understand the failed policies of Senator John McCain and understand the forward-thinking, pulling together of Senator Barack Obama. And I think that's what's going to win the election.
Dick, we always hear at this point in a presidential campaign complaints from state party chairs that they're not getting the resources that they deserve or that their state needs. Make the argument right now publicly to the McCain campaign why they should be spending money in your state as opposed to another battleground state like Ohio or Pennsylvania or Michigan.
Actually, the McCain campaign is spending a lot of time and energy and money here in Colorado, so I have no complaints. But let me tell you why the Democrats did do well the last 2 cycles in Colorado. Because Bill Ritter, as a candidate for governor, and Ken Salazar, as a candidate for U.S. Senate, campaigned as moderates, even conservatives on most issues. They had no record to define them. The difference in 2008 is that Barack Obama and bolder liberal Mark Udall have clear records that put them on the left side of the vast majority of Colorado voters. What will happen by the time we hit Election Day is that the people of Colorado are going to see how far left these 2 candidates are. They cannot pull off the charade that Salazar and Ritter were successfully able to do in 2004 and 2006.
Jennifer, that was a pretty strong statement, so I'll give you the last word, but you only got about 10 seconds.
No problem. The average middle-class voter here in the state of Colorado makes $70,000 a year. That's who Senator Barack Obama represents. He represents middle-class values, and he's going to protect those middle-class families and small businesses that are the backbone of our state. I think he's pretty much in touch with all voters in the state of Colorado.
Jennifer Coken, the chairwoman of the Denver Democratic Party, and Dick Wadhams, chairman of the Colorado State Republican Party. Thank you both for coming on today. We appreciate it.
There is an enormous groundswell of support for Barack Obama, and the fact, don't forget that polls don't reflect students, first-time voters, and it doesn't reflect people that have cell phones and not landlines. And there's hundreds of thousands. I have never seen in my life such an energized base of college students as I have for Barack Obama. And I think I would not be surprised if even your poll, your recent poll is misleading. I would not be surprised if Obama actually had a lead coming into North Carolina.
All right, well, it is very interesting, and we do have to wait and see how those first-time voters shake out, whether or not they will go to the polls. But you're right, a lot of energy, no doubt, in this election, a lot of people paying attention, so it will be very interesting. Pam Stone from The Pam Stone Show, WLNK.